Nene, girl, you must still be on this spiritual journey because Bravo basically.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Girl, what is going on? Real Housewives Atlanta season, I don't know, episode, I don't know. It's Cookie Tanya time. Girl, the cooking lady is over here throwing everything but sprinkles. Okay, Sister's throwing plenty of shade and Kenya is helping her sit it out. Girl, it's just way too much. Now, let me tell y'all something. If you're a big Kenya Moore fan, girl, this review ain't gonna be for you because Kenya really showed her complete green color contacts on this episode. I ain't feeling Kenya. Like, Kenya came on this season, I was liking her so far, and we were thinking maybe she is softened up a little bit, maybe she's just not, whatever. And some people are saying, well, Kenya makes the show, and she does whatever she needs to do to make the girls. I think Kenya's thing for Tanya is way deeper than just trying to start mess. I think she really envies her. And Kenya, you have really shown your slip. You really showed your slip. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to explain to this review. So we started this episode kind of like celebrating PJ's 1-year birthday with her sneezing on the cake and stuff. I don't know what it is about y'all giving cakes and celebrating 1 year like each year you're gonna remember it, but I think it's really cute for the cameras or whatever. But PJ is so beautiful. I love seeing. She just like a lot, just a fun. She makes me think about babies just a little bit. Y'all know I ain't really interested in no kids. They too expensive. I just can't do it, girl. I'll be back to leasing furniture. Okay, hello. But we get into the things, and girl, the girls is about to have lunch at what's the name of Miss Publico or something. I'm actually gonna go there tonight because the menu did look cute, girl. I want to check it out, so me and Bae might go and celebrate that or whatever and see what the tea is. But the girls are sitting there and we got Miss Eva right here, look like the blue version of Tuxedo Mask. Okay, but you didn't do anything. And Eva, girl, you did not do anything, girl. Y'all literally let Tanya get ate up and y'all just left Tanya by herself. It's Tanya time. And Kenya said, let me clock in, girl. That's the only way she's gonna get a check anyway for bullying others. Girl, but she won't bully her man as we saw in the next scene, girl, but we're gonna talk about it. Girl, Kenya comes in, she is ready. Shoes on ready tonight. Cynthia's sitting there. Kenya's walking in. You can tell that Kenya's a little bit nervous, girl. I think her color contacts was acting up or whatever, making her eyeballs itch or whatever. She come in, she said, girl, I have to, I'm dressed because I might have to read a bit. And Tanya just goes in the meeting and just say, okay, girl, let's talk about it. Let's see what's the tea, what's going on. And immediately Kenya just coming off just very aggressive and just calling her, like, Tanya out her name. It was just way too much. Kenya, here's my issue. You have been throwing like slight shade at Tanya and we don't understand why. This is your first time meeting Tanya. Nobody has had any like bad things to say about Tanya other than Nene being jealous of her talking about that high to low stuff. That's the only thing. Tanya has not had any problems besides the thing with Marlo or whatever, talking about when she gonna get married to somebody else. And Tanya didn't want to hear this. Like, girl, like I love my man. And I can understand Tanya feeling like that. But Tanya has not had any issues with anybody. Tanya literally is the most friendliest person on the show. That's why we like her. It's good to see her because she's not catty, she's not reading, she's not doing all these theatrics. And you can tell that she's not doing it because she don't need to be on the show to be able to pay her bills. Unlike Kenya Moore. And don't, before you say, Kenya ass ain't got nothing going on but them D-rated ass straight to red box movies that she been doing. Yes, her little hair product stuff, her hair crack or whatever she's selling. Girl, it wouldn't even be selling if she was not on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me tell y'all what the Housewives be doing and folks on TV do. They use these shows to promote their stuff. We've never seen a hair care commercial for Kenya's and none of her stuff. We don't see not that much advertisement for Candy stuff on no TV. Candy needs Housewives as much as Housewives need Candy. Don't let these folks fool you. Candy ain't out here spending no money to promote her stuff, and posting stuff on Instagram ain't gonna be enough because you can post all you want on Instagram, don't mean you're gonna buy it. Okay? So Kenya, you over here to myself, you got $1 million company, I use these hands, unlike Tanya. What difference does it make? And I don't believe that Tanya is solely reliant on her husband. Tanya got her own company, she's doing her own thing. I just don't understand why you are so mad at this girl when you were the one throwing shade with her. Now, let me rewind back. Y'all remember when Kenya was out here mocking Tanya on the bus and trying to talk like her? Kenya has had it out for Tanya from the beginning. If you can look at some of the stuff and how she's looked at her and how she acted about her, Kenya has had an ugly spirit around Tanya and how she talks about her. It's something there, girl. I don't know what it is. And I had a conversation with a close friend, and they was like, maybe it has to do with Tanya being light-skinned. Maybe maybe Kenya is projecting a little bit. Maybe she's out here feeling some type. Maybe she feels quote unquote threatened. And for Kenya to be out here talking about that, girl, for her to be talking about Miss Cookie Lady was bad, I'm thinking she gonna be bad. Sis had no. Let me tell you something. How colorism and featureism work. Y'all be out here jumping for joy for every non-black woman with straight hair, and I am tired. We are tired of it. Wasn't nothing bad. The only thing was bad was that recipe and them cookies that she made. And while she over here being shaded for her 2 minutes of fame, them girls eating her up down to her cookie shop. Girl, they leaving all type of reviews. I don't blame you. I hope all the black women go and trash talk your cookie shop on Yelp, because girl, you lost coin coming on here doing that. It was unnecessary. Unnecessary. Kenya, girl, I'm dragging throughout. Kenya, you've been having it out for Tanya. Girl, you just been, like, all that stuff you did was unnecessary for you to be going off of her and calling that girl out. She didn't call you nothing. She didn't call you nothing. You just being ugly and mean-spirited, and I just cannot rock with that. It's just not the tea. Tanya was not doing that much. She was just doing a little bit. It was not that much. Then, Miss Cookie Lady, girl, let me tell you how thirsty you are for the camera. First of all, you know so your business is right next to Cynthia Bailey's wine cellar. So that means you know who Cynthia Bailey is. You know she on Real Housewives of Atlanta. You knew they had the cameras and stuff. You quote unquote tried to speak to them after the camera stopped, but when the camera picked back up, you looked dead at it. So you knew Tanya has been on Housewives for, I think, like she was on there last year. So you know who Tanya is too. We've seen Tanya's husband. So how did you not know? How did you even get that comfortable to have a conversation with this man? Not saying it's your fault for flirting with this man or him flirting with you, but how did you even get a conversation to even get to that? I don't believe that story. I don't believe it at all. I think he probably spoke to her and that's it. I don't believe her credibility is shot with me. I ain't believing it. Just seems like she thirsty for the camera. It's way too much. And I am never here for no non-black woman, because I don't think she black trying to pop off on another black woman. Absolutely, positively not. I was not here for her talking to her like that. And Kenya, you was messy as hell for bringing that girl here and them damn public store cookies. I hope them black women keep leaving negative reviews about your stuff, because that shit was messy. And while you over here dishing out being messy to her and saying that, folks out here being messy to you, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If I said that right. But did I say that right, girl? But it was just not the tea. It was just not the tea. Kenya threw out some shots and said that Eva had to go help and coach Tanya. You know, and I believe it. I do believe that, you know, Eva had to talk to Tanya, because Tanya was just not ready for the reading and stuff that Kenya was giving her. But Kenya, we're going to let you enjoy that, because we know you don't get no respect in your own home or on FaceTime, because it don't seem like y'all have a relationship in-house. It seems like the only relationship y'all have is over the internet, and when he wants to talk to you is only when you have your child in your hand. He ain't interested. You get no respect in your home, so you have to go and disrespect everybody else's home. You got way much, like you over here shading, being like, it was funny, she said that's not her husband, that's her fiance. While you out here shading Tanya, girl, we don't even know if that's your husband or your divorcee. Like, girl, get you some business, okay, girl? Like, Kenya, like, I wish to God I was on this show, because, girl, I would have had you. You know who to read, girl, because Marlo be having you on your heels. And you talking about, you took money out of my table. You took money off of my table and food out my child. Kenya, girl, Kenya, Kenya. What my girl Jessie who said,
Kenya, please, Kenya.
Kenya, you're doing too much. Kenya, you were doing way too much, and at this point you came off like a bully to Tanya. I think you could have said your little piece, but you were going way off. And when Marlo was going off at you, girl, and saying you out here, your husband, you didn't want to talk about that. You had to go ahead and plan some stuff and do the Kenya Moore haircut stuff, which was funny. Girl, you out here shouting about some $1 million business and stuff. I get so tired of folks. $1 million, I did this. Girl, we don't know what anybody can say it's $1 million business. I can, like, I say $1 million business. Like, I had $1 million in sales. But what happens, what profit did you get? That's what, because you can have $1 million in sales, but you can spend $600,000 on the product and only profited $400,000. So you're not $1 million. It's not necessarily, yeah, it's $1 million in sales, but what did you profit off of? Now, the analogy that Miss Tanya gave for Jay-Z looking at somebody they pregnant, girl, you could have did way. That's why I said Tanya was not equipped to be reading no Kenya. Girl, that analogy made absolutely no sense. But I think she could explain it and say, you know, Jay-Z like you paying for VIP tickets to take a picture with B&J, if I don't think B&J even offers stuff like that, but you like take a picture with Jay-Z and separately or something. Like, it's just, girl, you're like, oh, he was flirting with me like anybody. Like, girl, unless you, I'm not here for people saying stuff like that. I need to see the receipts. Has this man text you? Are y'all being communicated? Because everybody does that to get on the show. I need more. And for the folks who are out here saying she needs to be on the show, she don't need to be on the show. The woman was not bad. She was not that pretty. She was not pretty. She had no ass and them damn teeth like she was chewing the goddamn cashews and macadamia nuts to make them damn cookies. She was not that bad. And she was like, Kenya was out here just gassing her up. Like, and I was just like, I think Kenya got a little colorist stuff going on. And I think she just, like, girl, just thinks she was not bad. Like, Tanya is a beautiful light-skinned woman. She's a beautiful light-skinned woman. And not just because of her physical features. I think Tanya has some big-ass teeth, too. But her spirit is just so beautiful. I love Tanya. And I don't think that Miss Cookie Lady needs to be on the show at all. Now, let's talk about homegirl, Miss Kenya. Girl, Cynthia, since we throwing you all under the bus every which way, girl, you stay under a model bus, okay? Girl, your credit was under a model bus. Now Kenya throwing you under the model bus and just steady back it up, back to the back. And girl, she said, well, since you talking all this mess, girl, you invited her to your wine cellar thing. Now I think that was messed up because it would make sense for Cynthia to invite her neighbor with her business neighbor over to her grand opening. Like, y'all have to work together. And Cynthia can't be feuding with this woman, her business right next to that ain't. But I do think it was wrong how y'all left her. Y'all did not really support Tanya. Y'all was over here eating that woman cookies. That shit was so messy boobs. Okay, where my girl Simone at? That was messy. Y'all was over there eating and tearing them Publix cookies up, girl. y'all were dead wrong, girl. Y'all wrong road. So we move on. What else happened? Porsha and Dennis getting therapy, and Dennis talking about well, you got some stuff you need to work on too, girl. What? But who was the one that cheated? I should have cheated. Where Keisha Cole at? I think it's probably some stuff that Porsha does need to work on, but I think Dennis, you need to be careful to making sure that Porsha stuff calls you to cheat, because you could easily end the relationship and stuff with your big-eyed ass. Like, you can stop the track, let me state facts. But you can tell Porsha is hurt by whatever happened. The snake is your man. The snake is your man. I hope that you over here with your blonde wig on, man. Porsha was about to jump on. The snake is your man. Girl, what else happened? Oh yeah, Kenya and whatever his name is, Mark Daly, going to Cynthia's little event space or whatever. And Kenya is just, like, the whole time she's like talking, explaining the stuff for what Mark can do for his little black Dexter's Lab-ish. Girl, he just ignoring her, talking over her, ignoring her. And she had no power in that moment. She had none, not a scrap. And I ain't finna hear y'all saying, well, they both alphas, child. First of all, that alpha shit don't even exist. It's not even a real thing. Like, research has proven that's some bull crap that folks made up. Or whatever. There is no alpha male, there's no alpha wolf. This shit don't exist at all. Ken, you had no respect in your own relationship. I'm pretty sure you told him about Cynthia's event space to throw his event. The fact that you are on this show is giving him a reason to throw his little stuff, like the event or whatever. And girl, this man is like not even taking anything that you said into consideration. He just don't even want to talk to you. I don't think y'all relationship is real. I don't think that man loves you, and I don't think he cares about it. I think y'all really signed some type of contract to be able to do this show. I don't believe that man is a relationship, and I don't think he loves you. And I just don't. I think y'all just had a baby together for the TV show, but that's just my thing. That's how I feel about it. But I really don't feel sorry for Mark treating you like that. I now understand why you be treating everybody else trash, because you get trashed in your own house your own house internet. But moving on swiftly and professionally. Oh girl, we get to the most, this was a little bit emotional for me. So Cynthia heads over to Miss LA to talk to Mike Will Made It. And girl, he got all his girlfriends or ex-girlfriends or whatever, have-nots or whoever. And he said he don't have no male friends. That was a red flag to me. Me and my friend Deshaun had a good conversation about that, girl. I don't trust it. That's a red flag. I don't like it. Like, I'm out here I'm not looking for friends, male or female or non-binary or whatever. I'm looking for friends, and I'm not out here saying I can't get along with men because they messy, gay men because they messy. I'm not getting around with women because they catty. I'm not saying any of that because people are catty. So I'm not going to be out here saying that women are like a catty, or I'm not going to be out here saying that gay men. I'm just not doing that. I'm just not doing that. But that was a red flag for me. I do believe that Mike Will Made It has slept with some of those women who were in that circle. I believe that you ain't telling me he didn't. There's something that happened. Something that happened, girl. Dad, you ain't telling me. Mike said he'd been trash in his previous marriages. And girl, I'm like, Cynthia has said that Mike and Will Made It has told her about his past. But she said she ain't never asked about him sleeping with his friends. Girl, let me tell you something. I ask, especially if folks coming over my house. And it's like, girl, do y'all got any history? Girl, let me know now, because I need to know. Like, I'm going to ask, and that's just conversational. Like, and I have had some friends over who I have messed around with, and we have conversation about that, but I feel like she should have, like, had a conversation with him about that, but maybe she got some digging, because Candy even said it in her review, girl, it was funny. So while they talking about this, his daughter was sitting right there, and I thought that was very not the tea. They should have sent girl like upstairs or something, and he's revealing all this, and the homegirl said, well, it's so many of them, like they were just talking craziness. And this girl was sitting right here. I'm just like, do y'all not know this child right here? Like, this is too much. I'm uncomfortable. I was not here for that. And homegirl damn near had a breakdown. The daughter, like, hearing him talk about how trash he was in his previous marriage. Like, that's her mother. That's her mother. And I did not like when Cynthia said, you know, that was her mother. Like, sis went up, like, he should have went right upstairs with her. Like, this is probably why you need some male friends. So your male friends can be telling you, calling you out on your toxicity. Okay? Because the women seem like they ain't telling you about yourself because they too busy trying to get your peen. I ain't saying all of them, but girl, I don't know. Something just was not... I don't know. Cynthia should not have went upstairs. She should not have went in that room. She should have said, baby, take care of that. I'm going to entertain the guests. Make sure she's okay. I would have not went upstairs. Mike, you should have never brung Cynthia upstairs. If I just heard about you cheating on my mom, the last thing I want is the fiance you talking about you ain't going to cheat on. Come into my room. Like, what the hell? Like, oh my God. Cynthia was so uncomfortable and the cameras made it worse. Girl, like, it was a lie. It was a lie. It made me so uncomfortable, girl. But hopefully sis works out, because that was a lot. So next episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene is inviting the girls to stop lying. There's a jungle out there. Girl, messy boots. She inviting the girls over for a quick powwow or whatever. Porsha says she ain't going because the letter was too aggressive for her. Cynthia and Nene finna have a get together and talk about some stuff. And I think Mark finna finally divorce Kenya, whatever. I don't know, girl. It's a bunch of mess. But next episode, like, it's gonna be pretty alright, okay? It ain't gonna be better than this one, because the cookie lady actually made this episode, even though I ain't messing with her. So her dry cookies, okay? And her cake probably dry too, okay? And her box, the cookies come in probably dry too. I am Team Tanya. It's Tanya time. But I can't wait till I want Marlo to get on Kenya more and heal some more, because they are ashy. Okay, but anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. I know I let y'all in my little room. Tell me what y'all think about my little room. Ain't no paintings and stuff though, because girl, I gotta get paid again. I can't be... Girl, you can only get so much stuff from Marshalls and TJ Maxx and Amazon, okay? But I love y'all. Until next time, bye, Ashy.